everybody, for the nice, happy applause, but we have a shocking story today, and we've got the Tyra Show exclusive. It's about pregnancy, sex, and the Bunny Ranch. You guys know the Bunny Ranch? Yeah. I know you guys are probably like, wait, sex, pregnancy, Bunny Ranch, why are we talking about all of these three together? It's because there's a woman here today who, when she was 6 months pregnant, she applied to work as a prostitute at America's most famous legal brothel, and she got the job at 6 months pregnant. Check this out. When 20-year-old Alana Love first learned she was pregnant, she didn't know what to do.
I was broke and my bills were stacking up. I asked my family for help and they decided that this was my problem. I chose to have a child, and I knew my baby's father wasn't in the right situation to help me out either. He offered me $25 a month, which, what am I going to do with that? I was afraid that I'd either have to get my child up for adoption or figure out something else.
As her pregnancy progressed, Alana became more and more desperate.
So I decided to call up the Bunny Ranch to figure out if it was something that they were interested in.
Tucked away in a dusty corner of the Nevada desert, the world-famous Bunny Ranch is a legal brothel where a man can hire a prostitute to satisfy almost any desire.
Men come to the ranch to do things that their wives can't or won't do. We can fulfill almost any fantasy at the Bunny Ranch. It has to be safe, and most of all, it has to be fun. That's what fantasy fulfillment is about, safe and fun.
Alana kept looking for different options, but she was running out of time.
There's only so many options that I had at the time, and I did need quick money, and I need to save up for my daughter. And it's hard getting a job when you're like 4, 5, 6 months pregnant.
Finally, Alana decided to go to work at the Bunny Ranch. And that's when her family cut her out of their lives for good.
I thought they were going to be supportive of me having to make a decision what I needed to do best for my child, but they weren't.
Alana's older sister, Amanda, was the only family member to continue communication with her.
You know, she gave me, you know, the last money that she had so that I could come to work at the Bunny Ranch. And of course I know that she's worried about if someone, you know, can hurt me, or, you know, she wants to make sure that I'm not endangering my child's life. I would say I put myself in these situations, but I think that if my family wouldn't have pushed me out of the nest so early, that maybe family's supposed to be there no matter what. And it's sad that I've had to learn different.
We are Alana's family, her new family.
So, Alana, you, I was going to say, look really upset in that video, and upset now. I got to tell you, you know, when I heard about your story, I thought I was going to see a young lady on this couch with attitude, you know, and saying, this is my body, this is what I want to do, I'm happy. But this is not what I expected. I didn't expect a young girl crying. How old are you again?
20.
20?
Yeah.
So you're a baby.
Yeah.
With a baby inside of you.
Exactly.
So why are you crying?
It's just hard watching the video of seeing my, you know, how watching, you know, other point of view of, you know, my family not being there. It's so hard having a brothel be there for you. It's really hard.
Mm-hmm. So are you unhappy now?
I'm not unhappy with my choices. I'm unhappy of the situation of how it happened.
Okay, so how pregnant are you now? How many months?
8 months.
You're 8 months, so you joined the brothel at 6 months.
Yes.
What does it feel like lined up at the Bunny Ranch and guys having sex with you because you're pregnant?
It's mixed emotions. Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes it's hard. Mm-hmm. And when it is hard, I choose not to. I choose, you know, to maybe stay in my room, to get in a better mood. Mm-hmm. But in back of my head, I'm doing this for my baby. You know, I'm going to be able to support her and not have to give up my child for adoption. So it's such mixed emotions.
So this is the only option to you, to be pregnant and to have sex for money, that's the only option for you to support your child?
In my eyes, yes, at the time.
Why is it the only option?
Well, when I was, 6 months pregnant and bills are stacking up, you need a quick fix. I mean, if you can go to a minimum wage job, it's going to take me so long just to be able to catch up on bills. I had to get my car, off the repo list. There were so many different things that I don't want to bring a child into this world having nothing. I want to be able to have at least what I had before I was pregnant.
Did you ever do prostitution before you were pregnant?
No, I never did anything before, and it's something I really never thought of, and it's just really different.
All right, let's take a look at what life is like for Alana at the Bunny Ranch. Alana was nearly 7 months pregnant when she arrived at the Bunny Ranch to start working as a legal prostitute.
I was already feeling really pregnant and tired and really hungry. I feed her all the time.
It's your job to get as much as you can.
Yeah.
And she quickly learned she wouldn't be getting any sympathy or special treatment from anyone.
Alana, this is your room.
Madam Suzette showed me my room. I was worried about where I was going to put all my things.
You're not going to need a whole lot of clothes. You're gonna be working, my dear.
Okay.
Let me show you the lineup.
The lineup is a crucial moment for the prostitutes at the Bunny Ranch. It's when the women working there have their first and sometimes only chance to charm a potential customer.
The lineup is really simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. Every time a customer comes, we ring our bell and all the ladies line up for the lineup.
I was told that when the bell rings that you need to drop everything and run to the lineup. Some days I don't feel like getting up. I feel tired, sick, and just, not in the mood.
There is no excuse to miss a lineup. If the girl's on the clock, they need to be in that lineup.
Okay, so you get in that lineup, and do you get chosen often?
I do.
You do?
I do.
More than the other girls now?
Yes, just, even if men don't come for the pregnancy fantasy, they're stricken by it. They know that, they have privacy there, so they're able to experience things and have
so you're in the lineup with panties on and your stomach showing out?
I usually wear something that covers my stomach.
But they still see, of course, the obvious bump.
Yes, they can see it.
Okay, what type of men would want to have sex with a pregnant prostitute? What type of client is that?
There's not a particular type. There's doctors. There's the regular guy you see on the street and you would say, oh, he has, some kind of fetish.
What type of doctors? Not OBGYNs. Not those type, right? That would be really gross.
There's been a couple different types of doctors, and, it has to do with, babies and stuff, so I kind of wonder about it. And,
they do work with babies, these doctors?
Yes, and sometimes I wonder about it. Are they here for me? Are they here for my child? And I can kind of feed through that, and if I think that they're not here for me, and that they're spending too much time on the baby aspect, I kind of
What does that
push
mean,
away.
spending time with the baby aspect?
If they, we're in my room, and if they want to touch my stomach, I'm standoffish. If they want to talk to the baby.
Some of them want to talk to the baby?
Yeah, and say, things, and I ask them, please leave. I can't do this.
Tell me about the virgin that you were with.
There was a 30-year-old virgin that came in, and he came in for an appointment. So he saw me, first off, and he wanted to lose his virginity with a pregnant woman. And I didn't understand it, but he came in, and it started off with him showing me pictures of his nieces, and it was
That's freaky. Why would he show you pictures of his nieces?
I don't know. It was kind of standoffish at first, I didn't understand what it was about until I started talking about it. And in my eyes, I thought that maybe he's jealous of his sisters having kids, and maybe he wanted to feel like maybe I was his wife or his girlfriend, and we had a kid together. Maybe he felt left out. He's a virgin, he doesn't have kids. He's 30,
So that's why you think he was doing it, showing you the pictures?
Yes.
And some of them pretend that you're their wife?
Yeah, they pretend, I mean, they might not, of course, say it out loud, but there's...
But you can tell.
I can definitely tell.
You think it's because their wives are sterile, do you think? And they can't have children, maybe?
Perhaps, or maybe they haven't had the chance to be able to have kids. There's somebody that came in and they told me that their wife, couldn't have kids. There's been couples that came in, and I kind of thought maybe she couldn't have kids, so maybe they're kind of like experiencing it.
And how many men in a day do you have sex with?
There's been like about 5 guys on average, but I'm not having just sex with them. It's many different things.
Some of them are talking to the baby and rubbing your stomach.
I mean, I don't let guys just touch my stomach. But some of them just, want to talk. Some people will say, oh, let me just, pay for you and you not have to do these things. Let me just, be able to maybe help you out or watch TV, or there's many different things you can do.
Before I met you, I thought I was going to be angry with you out here. I'm not angry with you, but I'm sad for you. I'm very, very sad for you. We'll be right back. I've been talking with Alana. She's 8 months pregnant, and she applied for the first time to work as a prostitute at the very famous brothel that most of us have heard about, the Bunny Ranch. And Alana applied for this job after she discovered she was pregnant. And she got the job, but Alana definitely struggled to find her place at the Bunny Ranch. Check it out. Because Alana is the new girl at the Bunny Ranch, and she's pregnant, she gets a lot of unsolicited advice.
They tell me, like, not to eat certain things, to slow down on my pop. No matter what I'm doing, there's always, you're gonna hurt the baby, or don't do this, or silly wives' tales that I don't even listen to. One of those days when I didn't feel good and really hormonal and I didn't want to get out of bed. Find out that they threw me a baby shower.
Honey, you are so much part of the family that I got a little something for you, and I hope you're excited because we love you so much. Take a look.
We have a beautiful boa for you, pink, your favorite color.
Beautiful.
A beautiful crown. When Alana first walked in, she was so excited. She was shocked. Okay, we have a couple of games. We're going to start out. Kayla, can you help me with this?
We're here to support our bunnies, and Alana is part of our family.
And nobody was doing this for her except us.
We played lots of different games.
Anytime somebody says baby, you get to take their candy necklaces.
We had cake.
This has strawberry filling, ladies, your favorite.
I got open presents. Bunny slippers. I'm sure she won't understand the inside joke for a while. It's pretty tough, I'm not on the same playing field as the girls.
I have 3 kids, a boy and 2 girls, and I did all 3 natural. Yeah.
There's a few girls here that are mothers already, and I kind of don't want to follow in those footsteps.
I swore I would never have another child.
2 people just sign off their rights to their kids. They think that this is more important.
No babies.
It's kind of hard to take their advice,
Usually when I see moms at a baby shower, there's like a certain glow and a light that a pregnant woman has, and, they're playing all the baby shower games, and they put all the bows from the gifts on her head, like a hat, and all these fun games, and there's such a happiness in that mom. I saw sadness in you. Did you see that too? Did you feel that?
Looking back at it, yes.
Yeah?
It's hard. A brothel had to throw me a baby shower. My family didn't, and I had a baby shower all planned out, and when I told them what I was doing, they didn't want to do it anymore. And I told them, yes, it is taking it out on me too, but it's taking it out on my daughter, her needs. I understand that I'm an adult, and I need to give my kid, I need to do things myself and not rely on other people. But that's something your family should do, and the Bunny Ranch has become my family. It's hard.
What's interesting, Alana, is you say that your family should be there. They should support you. They should protect you, right? That's what a family is supposed to do, and that is what a family is supposed to do. But you have a new family inside of you.
Yes.
And you're angry for your family not protecting you. But I bet there are millions of people watching right now, including myself, that are angry with you because you're not protecting your family. Your new family that grows inside of you. So you're asking your family to do something for you that you're not even doing for your baby.
I mean, at the same time, you think about it, I'm the only thing that people can say that I'm doing is you're being intimate, you know, their mind jumps to you're having sex. Okay, well at the same time, pregnant women are usually having sex with their husbands, with their boyfriends. I don't do any kinky things. I don't do any out of the wall. I try to skip.
So you're comparing
the plain
you
sex.
being pregnant with a little girl and being a prostitute to a woman being pregnant and having sex with her husband? You're saying that's the same thing?
It's not exactly the same thing, but it's just people try to say, oh, you're going to harm your child, but at the same time, I'm not doing what people's minds jump to, and behind closed doors, they don't know what I'm really doing.
Okay, let's check out what else happened at the baby shower.
Also, ladies, I want everybody to make sure they have their party favor. Mommy loves each and every one of you.
In the middle of Alana's baby shower, Dennis walked over to see how things were going.
You know what, girls? I'm having so much fun. Next year, I'm getting everybody pregnant. I have more. Who's getting pregnant next?
I'm not sure people understand, you know, how they're, you know, affecting me or, you know, how much they put on me, but I've dealt with a lot of since I've been pregnant, and
Uh-oh, ladies, you know what that means. Back to work.
I just have it in my head that I'm doing this for my daughter, and that's all that's in my head at the time.
Okay, let's go line up. Okay. Alana, we're waiting for your lineup.
Alana, you had to go from your baby shower to a lineup and stand there and have sex with somebody.
It's hard, you know. Luckily, I think they could see it on my face. I wasn't, you know, I wasn't ready for a lineup, and therefore, after a lineup, I gotta go to my room and have my own time.
Okay. Alana's father of her baby is here with us today, and we're going to meet him when we come back. I'm very curious to see what he has to say about this and what he thinks about his baby inside of you and other men having sex with you. We'll be right back. I've been talking to Alana. She's 8 months pregnant, and she's having sex with multiple partners for money at the Bunny Ranch in Nevada. Alana is working as a prostitute. Alana's baby's father, Everett, is with us now. He's just joined us. So, Everett, how do you feel about her being a prostitute, 8 months pregnant?
You know, I think it's really sick and wrong. I don't even know if it's mine, so it's kind of hard.
And is it his baby?
Yes. I wouldn't have a kid if I didn't know who the father was. Afterwards, everyone's going to obviously know. It's going to be a DNA test, so.
So, you've known Alana for 4 years.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that she would do something like this?
Never thought she'd go that far.
Yeah. Why do you think she's gone this far?
You know, because she probably doesn't have the money, and that's probably where she's
Not just
going.
money. We keep going back to money. Money, 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 money. I bet people in my studio audience, how many people are having some money issues right now? Oh, almost everybody. Almost everybody. And they're not prostitutes.
You would do anything for your kid. Anything.
No, there's so many other different things, and that's what I find so sad, that you think that this is the only thing.
I always ask everybody what's their opinion of what I should have done at 6 months pregnant to come up with that money. I mean, I know it's illegal, but most places do not want to hire you when you're 6 months pregnant. It's illegal, yes, but when you're only going to be there for a couple more months, you know, they're going to make some excuse up.
I think there are issues and things that have happened in your life that made you make the choice that you have made. We have your sister here. Amanda is here. Amanda, you are the family member that is in her life that is not supportive of what she does. Am I correct? You're not supportive of what she does. You're just there for your sister.
Correct.
How do you feel about your sister doing this? This is a little girl. You guys were little girls. You used to play together.
Yeah. I hate it. It's not exactly what I imagined her doing, but
Talk to her, not me.
I always, this is hard, hope for better things, but it's her decision. And
Why don't you come sit next to your sister? You sit next to her and talk to her and tell her. You said it's hard, so it's easier to talk to me and say, Tyra, this is not what I imagined for her. The minute you have to look at her and tell her the truth,
yeah, well, we've never
happens.
really talked about
Talk
this.
about it now.
It's your decision, and I know that you think that this is what is best for you or the only option for you, but there's other options, and I'm here for you, and maybe you don't have everybody else, but no matter what you choose, I'm here for you, and it worries me a lot.
What does it make you feel like when you think about your sister pregnant as a prostitute and those men doing things to your sister? Is she your little sister?
Yeah.
So she's your baby sister?
Yeah. At first I was really scared that she wasn't gonna come back, or, you know, I wasn't quite sure what, I mean, I've seen it on TV, but I wasn't quite sure what kind of place it was or who she was gonna meet. I mean, of course she's still here and she's safe, but I just more worried about the mental, if she can mentally handle it more than anything.
Alana, I want you to take yourself back to when you were a little girl, right? Like 6, 7 years old. What did you want your life to be when you were a little baby? Just a little girl, a little sweet girl.
I wanted to be a mom.
You wanted to be a mom. Did you picture being this type of mother? No?
No.
What would you say right now to 6-year-old Alana? What would this Alana, this pregnant prostitute, say to her
I'm not
6-year-old?
I'm not sure what could have changed it. I mean,
would you apologize to her? Would you say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this?
I mean, everything makes me who I am. And I think that, I mean, I'm not saying that this are what cards I was dealt, but it's just, I mean, I wasn't raised around this kind of stuff. I never knew of it. And there's just, I just don't know what to say to her.
Do you feel like you've let her down? 6-year-old you?
I'm not sure.
I think you have. I think you've let her down. I think you're a huge disappointment. I think it's an embarrassment. I think you have stolen something from her, an innocence from her. I think you've stolen, you know, her being a great mother. You've taken all that away from 6-year-old you. Do you understand what that means? It's a little kind of amorphous, kind of out there, what I'm talking about right now. But I don't think it's too late to turn your life around. I don't think it's too late. We'll be right back. I'm with Alana, and she's working as a prostitute at the Bunny Ranch, which is a legal brothel in Nevada. And Alana is 8 months pregnant, so we're all in shock today. And even though she's pregnant, Alana is still very popular with the clients at the brothel. Check this out.
Sometimes it's hard. Hi, I'm Alana Love. I get nervous of how people are going to react. I don't know what I'm walking into when I talk to a guy.
I flew out here specifically to make sure I caught you and pick you. I was hoping to catch you before you went on maternity leave because you do have a glow about you that's very beautiful.
Sometimes I'm not in the greatest mood, but I have to turn it on.
Is she kicking? Can I feel it?
Well, why don't we talk about us in the bedroom?
Okay, we can do that.
All right, well, let's go.
All right, let's go.
As far as the different things that the guys want to do, I have my personal boundaries.
We'll get your shirt off and stuff because I love seeing the pregnant lady's body, her whole body. You see that beautiful tummy of yours with the little one there?
If it involves anything to do about my daughter, I am really touchy on that subject.
Look at that. I love pregnant women's feet.
I really don't like my stomach to be rubbed. I don't like my baby to be talked to. I feel that the baby can hear the voices.
How's that?
It kind of weirds me out sometimes.
So can we take this a little bit further?
I'm just listening to their fantasy. I don't have to live it. I find the strength to turn on is, you know, I'm saving up for my child and giving her what her needs. That's what, you know, keeps me going. I wouldn't want my daughter to do this. I don't want to have her experience, you know, this stuff, and I want to protect her from lots of things.
Alana, you just said you don't want your daughter to be a prostitute.
Correct.
Do you understand that it ups the chances of her doing it because her mother is doing it, and while she's inside of her, the psychological effects of that for your child?
I don't know any stories about anything, so I don't know the statistics. And I'm not sure, but I don't want her to have to need to do this. And it'd be really different if she came to me and said, you know, I want to do this, has nothing to do about the money.
When you were with that guy, the client, and you, to me, were acting like a victim of sexual abuse while he's touching you, like you cowering away, is that how you are with the clients? Very closed off like that?
It depends on my mood, really. Sometimes, if I'm not in a good mood, they can't see my face, you know what I mean? So if I'm like going to my, you know, my own little world in my head. And
do you ever enjoy the sex when you're pregnant with these men?
Sexual encounters, maybe not the sex always, but you know.
Have you ever enjoyed the sex with them?
Yes, there has been times.
Really? With us now is the guy that we saw in the tape, one of her clients, Kevin. You came how far to see her?
All the way across the country.
Across the country to see Alana pregnant?
Yes, ma'am.
What makes you want to have sex with her pregnant?
Well, just look at her. I mean, she's gorgeous. I mean, she's got this very glow about her. She's pregnant. She's doing what she can for her baby. To me, she's being a great mom already. And,
you think she's being a great mother by being a prostitute?
I mean, she's doing what she can for her child.
Do you have children?
I do not, no ma'am.
You do not have children?
No,
do you want children?
Eventually, yes ma'am.
Yeah. What is it, when you're rubbing her feet, and does it make you feel like you're in a relationship with her?
Not a relationship per se, but a friendship definitely. And
do you feel she cares about you?
In a friendship kind of way, yes ma'am.
You care about him?
As a person?
As a friend, like he just said?
I mean, I didn't know him long enough to be a friend, but as a person, you know, all the girls, they taught me to always find something you like about anybody. Find that one thing that you like about them and go with it.
So what she's saying is she has forced herself to not be repulsed by you. That's what she's pretty much saying. Find the one thing. Find the one thing. Can you imagine if you're in a relationship with a guy? I'm trying to find the one thing about you that I like. That's not normal. So you're saying that you feel a friendship, and she's saying she's trying to find the one thing. I'm not saying you're repulsive. You're a handsome man. I'm not saying that, but she ain't feeling the connection. But you just bought her something. What did you buy her?
Well, I bought her some stuff for the baby when I came out.
Like what type of stuff?
Oh, blankets, clothes.
Baby clothes?
Baby stuff, yes ma'am.
Baby stuff?
Uh-huh.
Are you going to use baby stuff from him, like from your John, to put on your child?
I mean, most of my stuff, I mean, I did get a few things from clients, but when the time comes, I'll know. You know, sometimes when they do say, think of me, I kind of, back of my head, I kind of mark the gift sometimes, because...
Think of you, like what does that mean?
To have,
do you want her to think of you when the baby wears the clothes? Or the baby things?
Yeah, well, of course. I mean...
Kevin, what happened to you in your childhood? What's going on? Something happened.
Oh, we don't want to get into that.
Okay, that there's definitely something. Can you tell me in a quick second what happened to make you buying baby clothes for a prostitute and wanting them to think think about you?
I don't really think of the bunnies as prostitutes, honestly.
But they are.
They're ladies first. I mean, they're not...
I'm a woman first, but I'm a host and an ex-model and a whole bunch of other things. We still are what we do. It's, you know,
she's a lady who's going to be a mom, and she's doing what she can for her baby, so...
But it's called prostitution.
But it feels good for me
you go to a prostitute, Kevin, so you can say what it is. For you to not be able to say what it is means that you know that there's something off, wrong, or something taboo. For you to not be able to say what it is, that is the one thing about Dennis. Dennis will say prostitutes, da-da-da, da-da-da. Dennis is the owner of the Bunny Ranch. And I think the reason why he can say it is he doesn't feel like there's anything wrong with it. But for you to have to talk around it and to kind of I feel like you're trying to make it right and make it look...
No, it's right to me.
All right, we'll be right back. We've been talking with pregnant prostitute Alana. She's been working at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch as a pregnant woman. And joining us now is the owner of the Moonlight Bunny Ranch. We saw him a little bit before the break, Dennis Hoff. So Dennis, I know you said that you want to give me your perspective, the other side of this. So
well,
here's
let's
your
have
chance.
a little reality check, okay? Number one, she's got a father that's a mayor of a city that wouldn't support her because he's got a new wife. When she made the phone call, the family wasn't there. The sisters, she's got a great idea. Let's send her back to school. School doesn't pay you. School doesn't pay your bills. She has a lifestyle, and she was making good money. That lifestyle was to fall apart. You don't go to welfare and subsistence and get enough money to live the way she was living. So she had a choice. What do I do here? You know, do I give this baby up for adoption? Do I have people take care of me? Or do I go out and be a real woman and do something about it? She took the bull by the horn.
But maybe adoption is the right choice for something like this.
Well, that's her decision. And she chose not to have an abortion. She could have done that also.
We're not talking about abortion right now. There's a whole other thing. We're talking about adoption.
Right. Nobody was there to support her. Baby daddy lives with his mommy. Okay? He doesn't have any money. Okay? All he wants to do is breed children. He doesn't want to take responsibility. What was she supposed to do?
But Dennis, you just described millions of people's women's situation in this country, probably in this audience. How many women, and raise your hand real fast if you don't want to, how many women have a baby with a guy that is not there right now and you had some money issues? How many?
Yeah,
I see hands rising. I see like 15 hands risen in this audience.
They either got parents.
I see a pregnant woman in this audience right now. Do you want to speak? Stand on up. Because to me, this option isn't crazy.
I'm currently 8 months pregnant. I have a set of 10-year-old twins at home. Actually, they're in school. When I got pregnant, my mother said she wasn't helping me. You understand? And my kid's father, he wasn't really as responsible as I needed to be. But guess what? My kids make me the most important person in the world that I am today. I don't know if I should feel sad for you or I should be upset with you.
How do you pay your bills?
I work every day.
Every day?
I work. Now, not only do I work every day, but guess what? I had to do it. I had to do it because you know what? At that particular time, oh, I'm not going to help you. You got yourself in a situation. In actuality, I did. So I have to do what I feel best for my situation to do.
It's nice that your job supports you. The job she had, she couldn't do any longer. Was she supposed to go to work at McDonald's?
I don't care.
You can't pay your bills, Tyra. You're gonna lose your house.
Dennis,
you're gonna lose your car.
my parents divorced when I was 6 years old. My mother was a single parent. Back then, child support wasn't how it is these days with the law and stuff. She wasn't getting a lot of child support. Single woman, worked her ass off. I saw my mother get up every single day. I saw her have 2 jobs. I saw her sleep on the living room floor so my brother and I could have a bedroom. I saw her using the kitchen sink to wash her face and brush her teeth. And that is why I am who I am today. If my mother was a prostitute, it would have been a whole nother story, Dennis.
The job she could get wouldn't pay her bills.
Our mothers are our first role models.
Right.
Do you understand? They are the first. They are who we try to emulate.
She couldn't make a living to pay her bills.
And so every single woman that has trouble paying a bill
Where do they go?
supposed to be a prostitute?
No, they're supposed to have people to support them. Their family's supposed to support them. The baby daddy's supposed to support them. People are supposed to come to their need. She didn't have any of that.
Dennis, you don't have a happy prostitute on the stage right now.
Well, I don't know
She's
about
crying,
that. Because
she's
I see
unhappy,
because you've
she's
painted
sad.
a pity party here, and it's not been that way at the ranch. She's been very happy
Dennis,
there.
have I said action and said cry on cue?
No, not at all.
No,
but
she's
I
doing
can
this
share
on her
with
own.
you that at the ranch, she's got people to support her and take care of the things she needs, and she's been in a safe environment, and she's been there because she wanted to be there. I didn't ask her to be there. She's there because she wanted to be.
Have I attacked you once?
Not at all.
No, I haven't.
Not at all. But we've been there to support her when her family wasn't there. Why aren't they there?
Because, Dennis, you have a controlled interest. You have a stake. You have 50% of our earnings. It's business.
That's right.
It's business. It's not just love. You didn't say, come sleep on my couch, baby, and I'll pay your bills.
We didn't have to put on a baby shower either. We didn't have to put on a baby shower at all.
I'm not saying that you're the devil. I just don't think you're an angel either. We'll be right back. Okay, so let's get some audience. I know you guys are probably like steaming, like, Tyra, ask her this that I did not ask. So who has a question for Alana? Stand on up.
When do you plan on stopping on doing what you're doing?
Stop working at the Bunny Ranch?
Yes.
I don't have a date in mind. And I mean, obviously right now I'm on maternity leave per se. Once I'm done here, I'm flying back home. Now afterwards, I'm not sure when I'm going to return, but I have done very well.
So you're saying pregnancy, have the baby, not sure if you're going to go back to the prostitution after you have the baby?
I can't say what, I don't know for sure. I don't know if I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to look at her, you know what I mean? Like,
look at her and what? What does that mean?
Just want to like be there and not leave, you know, my home state, and just be like, okay, well, I did what my goal was to be able to have her and have everything I had. Okay, I'm at that goal. Do I stop now? Or I've been, you know, marketed very well, and there's basically, in my eyes, do I go back there and grab that money that I've made, you know, afterwards?
Dennis wants to address the father of your baby, or he says he doesn't know if he's the father. Dennis, I know you told me you wanted to do that at the break.
You know, it's not an ideal situation for her to have to work. But when you have a child by somebody that doesn't want to take care of you, I mean, she started having sex with this guy when she was 14, from what I was told, and he's got 2 other kids, and both of the girls were 16 when he had the babies. This is where she came from. This is her reality. She did what she had to do, and she's done it. It was the right decision for her at the time. It was the thing that she decided to do, and you know what? It's nice that she had a choice. And it's sad that her family and the baby father was not there to support her at the time.
We'll be right back. I think it's really important for me to say this about what Dennis, about what you just said at the end of the break, that she, you know, at the end of the last break, that she had no choice. I just want to let young girls out there know that there are so many choices, and this is not the choice that you should make. I want to ask you, Alana, I just want you to think about your life and what you want your life to be. And after you have this baby, will you or will you not continue being a prostitute?
If I had to choose, in my perfect eyes, I wouldn't do this. If I had to choose.
If you had to choose?
Yes.
And what would you do instead?
Come home to my daughter every day, 5 o'clock, 5:30.
From a job?
Yeah.
What kind of job do you think you would want?
Well, once I'm done with schooling, hopefully a pharmacist.
Pharmacy? Yeah. All right. I want to ask you guys how you feel about her being pregnant and being a prostitute. Go to tyrashow.com and tell us what you think, okay? And be honest. We'll see you later.